Hey there, I'm eclectic hundredaire and wannabe gamer Sean Shaler, and I love essential retro games. Games that are so good and so cheap that every retro gamer should check it out. Now you don't have to own it or even like it, it's just that you can't deny its almost perfect value proposition. Like the McDonald's dollar menu or when Patrick Mahomes was playing on his rookie contract. Let's talk about a true retro gaming essential. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 for the PlayStation. No matter what else you have, you cannot call yourself a retro gamer without some relationship to this game, period. Well, or maybe the Dreamcast, N64, or the later Xbox version. Or honestly, even the GBA one. It's different, but it's not bad. Or at least the original game for the PlayStation, N64, or Dreamcast. Or even the third or fourth one for the PlayStation 2, Xbox, or GameCube, which I actually like a little better even. You may notice that for copyright reasons, I cannot use this game's absolutely sick soundtrack in this rating. But I'm sure I'll be able to find something appropriate.
Hell yeah! Rolling Stones, Street Fighting Man, G7!
You just hit G8.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 from Neversoft and Activision in 2000 just feels like the perfect game for the time. Home console audiences were bigger than ever, everyone and their mother thought they could skateboard, the soundtrack was awesome, it's packed with popular names and brands, and most importantly, the gameplay is difficult to master, but is still very accessible to pick up and very addicting. I lived 30 miles from the nearest skate park and like 10 miles from just a decent patch of concrete, but I still thought I was going to learn to skateboard. But when I finally caved to reality, at least I knew I could still be awful at this game. Yes, I've been playing the PlayStation version here for like 17 years, and I am still absolutely garbage at it. But it doesn't matter, I always just want one more run, just one more try to finish one more task, or to just casually spend days upon days handcrafting my very own skate park in the extremely thorough park editor. I can't explain it, but something about this game simultaneously makes me want to stay glued to my TV forever, and also to go outside with my bright yellow Discman, knock off Airwalk skate shoes and cargo shorts, and build a shoddy plywood ramp off of which I'm definitely not just gonna biff it and maim myself. I can't think of any other game that has that kind of effect on me. Now, it's not perfect. It looks like a 3D game from the early 2000s, Getting myself over that gameplay hump from being passable to actually good feels insurmountable to me personally, and being sandwiched in a franchise lineup that literally spat out 6 amazing games in consecutive years does kinda water it down a bit, but in the context of its time, this game is just about as good as it gets. And in contemporary time, it's still a stupid fun icon of the era that's relatively cheap and common. That's why, to me, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 is essential, a perfect 5 out of 5, because basically everyone who owns a PlayStation, Dreamcast, N64, or Xbox needs to at least check this game out. Hey, thanks for checking this out. Any likes, subs, bells, reviews, comments, or whatever other forms of internet accepted props you can spare me would be extremely appreciated. Also, thanks to my partners at Gamers Outpost LLC for sharing my videos. Check them out on Facebook or gamersoutpostllc.com. Be safe out there, and I'll see you in Mullet Falls, Montana. At this point in the video, you're probably expecting me to yeet myself off a skateboard for comedy. Well, I don't actually own a skateboard, and I do actually own subpar health insurance. But, just for you, I've used cutting-edge late 1990s technology to simulate the experience.